Okay, morning all. Right, today we're going to have a look at a return visit to Goldicote cutting out in Warwickshire. Been out here before. If you've watched the East and West Junction railway video, you'll have seen Goldicote cutting. This particular spot, I was hoping to be able to walk a section of the cut. It's 60 foot deep at one point, at some points. Managed to get down to the road over bridge, the old Stratford to Banbury road over bridge, rail under bridge, only to be confronted with what can only describe as a swamp. Had a go at getting down the cutting, but it was impossible. Very boggy, very wet. That was last year. We'd had an awful lot of rain. This year, apart from a thunderstorm about a week ago, a couple of quick thunderstorms, we've had no rain for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I thought, come back out, see if that's made any difference, whether the track bed is accessible or whether it's still a swamp. So we'll get up to the access point. We're going to have a look. I've managed to find the access again off the main road. That's the Stratford Banbury road. First thing I've noticed is it's an awful lot drier. So this, I suppose, is what you call the Stratford end of the cutting infill. They put it in to divert the road, make a better road, because the original Banbury and Stratford road went over the bridge, which you'll see in a minute. So they bypassed the cutting, filled enough of it in to get the road laid and whatever else they needed to put in, and the rest of it's left open. So if I don't break my neck getting down through here, we'll definitely have a look at the bridge. If it's still swampy the other side, well, this might be a short video, so bear with me. So this is a very impressive cutting, even from I managed to walk along the top of it on the right hand, on the roadside. Very impressive cutting. All sorts of junk chucked in here, as you might expect. Right. Almost down at the bottom of that infill. There we are. See the bridge. Very impressive bridge. The outer edge of the arch not looking terribly good this side. Other than that, it's not too bad. Well, this is encouraging. It's a lot drier even down on what, well, almost the track bed, I guess. There's an awful lot of mud and leaf litter and whatever rotted down in here over the years. What earth is that? I didn't see that. It was down there the last time. That's a very large drain with a cast iron cover over it. Didn't see that last time. Oh well, there you go. Something new. And that there is very boggy still. So whether that's springs or whether that's, you can see that all that calcium carbonate deposit, that's the drainage outlet pipes for the track bed. I guess that's not draining hardly at all now, but something is. That's very wet, so I'm going to have to try and bypass that. That's not very encouraging. Impressive bit of stepped brickwork there, both sides. And you can see one or two drain holes, not so bad this side. Yeah, okay. Have to be very careful here. through there. Oh, nice echo, reverb. Right. This is where it got very boggy last time. To the side of this old picket fence thing. And squeeze over there. I'm guessing this is springs because it's not, this bit's not dried up at all very much. Might be a bit, but very, very careful where I put my feet. There we are. And over that bit. Okay. There we are. Right, last time this was all incredibly boggy just here as well. This time it appears to be dry. I've got a stream running to the left. Don't know where that goes. Well, I think we can say it's more accessible this time, but only a bit. Trees down as you'd expect. I'm over that one. Jump up on there. It just seems boggy in patches this time. That's got to be, it's got to be springs running out of the embankment, I think. Sorry, the cutting. Step over onto that. Right. Yep. Across that bit. It's very camera wobble, but it's again another section that's relatively dry. There's quite a bit of slippage there. Look over there. Quite a bit of slippage there. A lot of rock and stuff coming down the cutting side there. Another boggy bit. Right, okay. I'm going to go back and walk along the side of the stream and try and get past that lot. Guess the other thing is there's a lot, it's very deep, there's an awful lot of trees, so when they're all in full leaf, there's no sun getting in here. Well, that was definitely boggy. You can see by the horsetails growing there. That's a sure sign of boggy ground. Just have a look at that lot. I think you have to conclude the maintenance on this cutting must have been a bloody nightmare. There are minor slips and major slips everywhere. Incredible. There's a big patch of horsetails here, and also quite a bad blockage. Okay, we're going to negotiate that one then. Perhaps we're not. That's a shame. It's all the trees, that hawthorn. Shut down a minute and give my head a scratch, rack my brains, see if we can get past this. Another major slippage there. Massive amount of stuff come down off the top there. And still walking through a bog. Very slowly. Go a little bit further, but hoping it's going to dry up the farther we got from the bridge, but it doesn't look like it. More slippage there. That's all very unstable now, very unstable. Right, I'm not going to get through there. And if you look beyond that swampy bit, there's a mass of trees down. There's another major slippage up through there. That's probably what those trees came down in that slippage. So a lot of this cutting's the sides are getting very unstable, to say the least. I think I'm just going to call that quits there. I say it won't be a very long video, but I've got farther than I got the first time. But this is one of those where it just ain't possible to walk it really in any safe manner. It's so boggy. Okay, we'll go back to the bridge, have another look at the bridge, and then we'll wrap this one up. Back at the bridge then, another look. Still in pretty good nick, apart from the outside brickwork on the arches. Both sides has dropped out. That's probably something to do with the drainage off the track bed, or probably the lack of it. Very nice bridge though, very nice bridge. Okay, that's about as far as we can go with this one. Fortunately, I would have liked to have got to the other end of the cutting, Stratford side, but as you could see, it's not as swampy, but still way too swampy to get from one side to the other. There we are. There's the moving back towards Banbury, and the start of the infill where they put the new, or they diverted the road. What's holding some of those trees up, I've no idea. There we are. If you enjoyed that one, please join me on Abandoned Railway Adventures for the next one. Bye for now.